How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Shenanacast, the only podcast where we record in Maddie's mom's basement.
Yeah, I'm actually in my basement right now,
We're both
and
in your
let's just say
basement right now. It was kind of weird. I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. We're gonna record in a basement, and then I walked down, and there was like shackles screwed into the walls.
but I made sure to put rose petals by him so you feel a little
Okay,
invited.
so we are going to jump right into it today. We have a special guest, but we have a few things that we need to talk about. For one, Robert F. Kennedy. That's his name, right?
Yeah, RFK Jr.
Robert F. Kennedy is now the lead in Health and Human Services of the whale beheader himself.
Which is crazy because you were talking about him like
We,
2 or 3 episodes ago. Which, I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, I've been following RFK probably since like April of 2023,
really?
if not earlier. Yeah, I've been following him for a while because I kind of liked him. But the more I find out about him, the more I realize this guy's a whack job. I mean, we talked about the whale story, and then we talked about the dead baby bear thing, and it's like this guy is leading the Department of Health and Human Services. Like, what are we gonna be like? Are we gonna be like injecting ourselves with raw milk and stem cells every day?
It's gonna be like Rick and Morty, where he just gives us a bunch of pills every single day.
Here's your raw liver pill. Oh wait, and the thing is, I hear people do his voice, but I can't do it. Like
His
he
voice is
sounds rough.
wacky, dude. He
He's
actually
like,
sounds like a cartoon character.
"Hello guys, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. here," and it's like, dude. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure he had like a deformity or something, or like a mutation or something like that that messed his larynx up. But it's just unfortunate, because I feel like he would be perceived a lot differently. I mean, I experienced this myself. I have like a stutter and stuff, which isn't very apparent on here, but like you're perceived differently if you have like a speech impediment.
I have a stuttering problem too, and it gets really bad on like phone calls. Like if I'm like, I don't know why. It's like an anxiety thing. Whereas I'm serious, dude. Like I was working at a front desk too, by the way, and just randomly I cannot say the words. Like just like a random word, I just cannot say it. So I had to like skip around that word.
It's like schedule. It's like, would you like to book an appointment with us? Yes, our booking is really open this weekend. No,
That's
I
how
have the same issue.
that's how it was, dude. And it's like it's really embarrassing. And then it's like you try to get it out and your voice cracks and it's like 10 times worse.
Well, my thing is my stutter isn't like obvious. It's only when I'm about to talk and I just can't say anything.
Yeah, I've noticed
Like,
that. You get like stuck on it. I do that too, actually.
um, which we have the great story about the future speech pathologist.
That's crazy.
Which it's actually like one of the maddest I've been in my entire life. Like I was very upset about that. Like I had to like leave the room because of that.
It was pretty great. That was the first time I think I've ever seen you. It's 2 times I've seen you like, this dude is upset. It was that, and it was when we were playing Overwatch. Like genuinely, like, genuine anger was coming out of you.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm a pretty like laid back person. Like not a lot bothers me. But that basically, I'll give the background to the story. Me and Mingo were sitting with a group of our freshman college friends, like that huge group of friends that you make in your freshman year. And at this point, we were already starting to like separate from the group, but this was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
For you
Um,
specifically too.
me, me and him made a stutter joke, and I'm not even joking. One of the girls in the group said, "As a future speech pathologist, that's actually really damaging to people with stutters." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like I physically like I had to like stop and take a deep breath.
I
Like I was genuinely mad about that.
I know. Like, did you have to go to speech class when you were a wee lad?
No,
I had to go to
because
speech class, dude. That they would bring out this giant cane, right, and pull me out of
beat
class.
you with it. Every time you stuttered, they hit you with it. My stutter isn't like obvious. That's the thing. Like
Mhm.
unless I point it out, like you wouldn't notice that like I just open my mouth and nothing comes out. But
You know what I do sometimes?
what?
Sometimes my stuttering will be so bad that I just won't say what I was about to say. I'll just let it die.
Yeah,
I'll just sit in silence.
like I'll try to talk, nothing comes out, and I'm like, you know what? It's not that serious.
Yeah, I do that same thing, dude. Okay. So another thing that I want to talk about. So our next guest is going to be Jayson Verhelli, the beef stew connoisseur. Everybody put your hands together for Jayson.
Hello, hello. It is so nice to be on the podcast.
Welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this beef stew connoisseur thing?
Well, I grew up poor, so this led me to try a wide variety of the Campbell's soup options and subsequent other brands.
And
And through my efforts, I have tried and categorized a lot of beef stew in my days.
so, what's your favorites? Like top five?
Top five beef stews. So, for I guess for number five has to be the classic Campbell's chunky beef stew. That's like you come home after like fifth grade, long day after you got beat up on recess. You have one of those, dude. Instant. Instant. Okay, my day's better. Off the top of my head, um, the Progresso beef stew is definitely like number three. That thing has like actual um like pieces of meat in it, unlike the rest of them that are like, I just got this off the dog food line and then they just put a different label on it.
I have had some beef stew in my days where I was like, this is straight dog food that these people are serving me.
Yeah, dude, bro, they really just repackaged the dog food for this one.
It's not even like
There's
the
a,
good dog
there's
food;
a
it's the expired one. Wait,
there's one of these beef stew. Oh, go ahead.
like they're feeding us the stuff that the dogs didn't want.
There was a beef stew that I tried a couple years back. It was like one of those Campbell's chunky ones. It was sirloin steak. It was like one of the grossest things I had like two bites of it. And I was like, okay, like I can't even give this
You-
to a dog, man.
dude, literally the beef stew is either like a nostalgic classic or straight out of the dog's throw up from the dog food you gave them, bro.
Dogs
Now,
throw up is
what the fuck?
disgusting.
What y'all know about Dinty Moore,
I know nothing
No
about it.
idea.
bro? My favorite beef stew. It is so good.
You know, maybe we should get like a panel together of us three, and we try different menus and we like rate them.
We should bring it to the people. You should bring us your homemade beef stew,
That's a good idea.
and we shall
Or
try it.
a
Dude,
beef
I
stew
could
cook-off.
um I could get my mom's beef stew recipe, bro.
I love your mom's
Oh
beef
yeah.
stew. Anyways, um,
I
Jayson,
know where you live.
you do know where I live, which is concerning.
Ugh.
Um, the viewers don't know this, but we just pulled you off your 12-hour shift to be on this podcast. It is currently 3 a.m. in the morning, and
Yeah,
you
dude.
and, and you wrote the message to me. You were like, "Yeah, anytime like late afternoon is fine." I was like, "Okay, what about after work?"
Sure, I guess.
Yeah,
Luckily, um, luckily the day wasn't like horrible, so I'm in high spirits for this lovely episode that I get to be a part of.
thank you for that.
So tell us a little bit about what you do, if you can. I mean, for all we know, you're an intelligence worker, and you've actually been spying on us.
Well, I have been spying on the podcast videos. That's
Really?
how I know a lot. Um, so I'm an engineer, uh, currently doing some research about how to create like a better water pipe. If I don't become a millionaire off of like robbing a bank, that I hope that's what I get money off of.
So I have a question for you, specifically about pipes.
Yes.
Is there like big green pipes you work on?
Buddy Eric has.
Oh,
Really?
so
You
my
know that?
so my follow-up question is, your buddy Eric, has he ever like tried to like squat in it to see if he could go to the Mushroom Kingdom?
Dude, crazy that you mentioned that because he has, and he
Really?
literally fought an alligator, bro.
That's crazy. He fought Bowser.
For real. That's what my buddy Eric said.
I have an even more important question for you. Okay.
Yeah.
If you were an egg, would you fight a shark?
Um. Okay. How are we defining egg?
Okay, so
It's an egg. Oh yeah.
okay,
Go
so
ahead.
like
Go ahead.
so you're this egg. You're like a big egg, like human-sized egg. But you have like
Like,
okay, you have like an arsenal of
do I have
weaponry too.
SpongeBob-like appendages?
No,
No.
you don't have appendages, but you can still hold guns. But you can do like backflips and jump and do all and like slide
Oh, like
around.
in VeggieTales?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like I have a sphere of influence?
Yeah,
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's a good way to describe it, actually.
Yes. Yes.
But so like,
So where am I fighting this shark?
On
I,
land, but there's like special sharks that like walk around on the land, and some of them are like electric tornadoes too.
Yeah. I
So
mean, I'd have to I'd have to like layer myself in bubble wrap and then put
you
armor on,
you have
but
like
then I
guns
think
and
I could
stuff.
do
You
it.
have an arsenal.
yeah, yeah, like any weapon you can imagine you have, like an AUG, a P90, a Desert
Ooh.
Eagle.
Bro, you're thinking way too small. I'm thinking like Predator drone.
Not not
You
quite to
don't have
that
that.
level.
You don't have that.
Oh, dude. But they just decommissioned a couple. I was thinking of getting one.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they fucking decommission them and throw them in the middle of the desert.
You know what's crazy? Those drone operators use Xbox 360 controllers
Well,
to
yeah,
navigate those things.
it's all about the general feel of it. Like you're way more knowledgeable on an Xbox 360 controller versus like
A
a
PS5
joystick
controller.
to a to like a plane.
Yeah.
But if I was the egg, I would probably arm myself. Okay, what's the shark's top speed?
It's not very
Slow.
fast. Like, look,
Like
you could definitely
like
outwalk
are we
it.
talking outwalk it? Wow.
Outwalk it. Yeah. Like,
Um,
But they jump far and long,
yeah.
or
Well,
and
well,
fast.
count
also they're like a frog shark.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, honestly,
And they
give
always
me
know where
like
you're at, so
how okay, how many are there?
Oh, Endless Waves.
Endless Waves. Okay. Um, Dragon Breath AA-10 shotgun, full auto. I'll get the job done.
Okay.
That's a good
You can
answer.
continue on the
That's
podcast.
a good answer. So we're going to talk a little more about engineering because in high school, I remember you talking about it, but I didn't actually like know that you got into it.
Oh yeah, dude. I've done a couple research papers. Nothing like crazy, crazy, but just on like it started because I was doing college classes back when I was in high school,
I also did that.
and I drafted up this like hypothetical pipe, and that I'm gonna like hopefully pitch to the right guy somewhere, and then I'll
Jason,
become like a
Jason,
gazillionaire.
Jason. I have a hypothetical pipe that I would love to ask you about, propose to you.
Is it green?
You don't want to know that answer.
It's green, but it's not supposed to be. And it's a perfect cylinder.
Um,
And there's an
you need to
alligator in
call
it.
your physician.
So we do have one. We do have another special question for you.
Yes.
And it's a question we ask all of our guests. It's kind of a staple of the show. And what are your top 5 favorite movies of all time?
All right. Do you want an in-depth answer, or do you want just me listing the top five?
Um, Give me the in depth for the movies you like love because there's movies like you're like it's all right, but you watch it over and over again, right? It's just like guilty pleasure.
Like what?
All right. Number five, OG Die Hard. Love that Christmas movie.
That's a good one.
Um,
Thank you.
Number four, um, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That was genuinely one of the most like gut-wrenching, like emotional performances I've ever seen Jim Carrey pull off, and I fell in love with that movie.
Oh,
Um,
my favorite Jim Carrey performance is. Have you ever seen Cable Guy?
oh my God.
The ending
You're
scene.
really telling me that's your favorite, bro?
The ending scene of Cable Guy is a cinematic masterpiece.
Dude, no Truman Show, no The Mask. It's Cape, really.
Listen, man.
It's a good movie,
No, it's
but
not.
like
No, you're lying.
for that, I.
The movie's terrible.
All right, but after Eternal Sunshine, I would have to go third favorite. Uh, See, this is probably the toughest one because I have a lot of movies in the like general sphere of third place. Um, but I'd probably have to give it to the OG very first Star Wars movie.
Really?
I watched that when I was like 5, dude, and that like launched my love for the whole series.
Yeah. I thought it was cool seeing Anakin Skywalker as a kid.
One thing that
I'm
people are always
kidding.
surprised
I'm
when I tell
kidding.
them
I'm kidding.
is I've never seen any Star Wars movies.
Really?
And,
Bro, bro, you're living under the rock in Mariana's Trench, bro.
well, the
Yeah.
thing is I played all the Lego games. So, like, I know how the story goes. It's just I haven't seen the actual movies.
That is a fair substitution.
Okay, Jason. I need your opinions on the prequels and the sequels super quickly.
Sequels, straight dog water, dookie ass, destroyed like any semblance of like long-standing notions of lore and like total cash cow fucking movie. Let me sell merch off the movie type things. I hate them. Uh,
Thank you very
Luke
much
was
for that.
completely ruined as a character. Um, I the whole Mary Sue thing for Ray is I don't really give that much of a shit if the main character would have been a girl or not, but it's just that the writing is so ass after the
Well,
first
well, that's the thing,
sequel
dude.
trilogy.
Is I actually think Ray is a good character, but she's written so terribly, where it's like you can't help but think she's terrible.
The concept of Ray is a good character, but the overall complete execution whether it comes from I mean Daisy Ridley's acting was pretty okay, but Lear like the writing, the directing, the fucking even her performance of the lines are just so caca dookie fart. It's just so bad. And
I
Kylo Ren was so much wasted potential, dude. I feel so bad for that actor because he does great in bad performing movies. Adam Driver.
Yeah, I thought that too. Where like Adam Driver has like a lot of like he's like
Flop movies,
he's
like
like
box office wise.
yeah, he's like casted and like really like he's always casted weirdly. He's always casted in bad movies.
But he's such a good actor,
I
dude.
know.
Didn't he say the N word in one of his movies? Like super racist
Um,
line.
I think that was
yeah,
you.
I know what movie that you're talking about. I forget what it was. I think it was like a cop or something, or like a. It's been so long since I've seen the Adam Driver complete movie list. But for prequels, um, I can understand why people wouldn't like them as compared to the original trilogy,
Well,
but
I think what it is, dude,
they
is the sequels are prequels, right? I think people were just pissed that they
I'm
were
not,
so bad back in the day. But like I grew up on those movies, and I was like, I kind of look at them like nostalgic almost.
I feel like there's a unique difference between the prequels and the sequels though,
The sequels are way. The
because
sequels are just like gentrified. They're just like boring to watch. At least something cool happens in the prequels.
yeah, the sequels don't do like the thing about the prequels is that they give like because all three of them are like this overarching like grandiose plot that is still like contained so that way when you in order watch the original trilogy it expands the universe and the galaxies whatever off of the prequel ideas
Mm.
because you know in the prequel movies we only go to like fucking a handful of worlds. And granted, there aren't that many more, but you like travel a lot across the Star Wars galaxy in the original trilogy as compared to the prequels. But the sequels, they just don't do a good job of.
The sequels are so bad that they all blend together into one giant movie for me. I cannot tell you the difference. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
this can
like
happen in this movie. I can't do it.
like The Force Awakens had so much potential, dude. Like it was unique in the way that the prequels were unique when they started off with Force Awakens.
Mm.
I will say though, the part where they just nuke the fucking like the concept of the First Order is a bit flimsy to begin with. Like, oh, the Empire escaped, and somehow they have this giant, fucking even bigger than the Death Star super weapon that the new galaxy government hasn't spotted somehow. Is a bit
Yeah,
quite a bit flimsy. But
Wait,
if they,
didn't Emperor Palpatine, didn't he like summon like 5,000 ships or something like that, just out
oh,
out of
dude,
nowhere?
it's like 25,000 Star Destroyers with like the capability of the Death Star, dude.
Dude, it's the same. It's the same thing. I was like, I just randomly summoned my fleet of Kias in like a warehouse somewhere that just nobody knows about. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like how come you didn't use those
I
last time?
summon my Priuses
And then
to go murder this guy.
it's like, and my biggest gripe is like they like in the original movies, like the Force had like a set of rules, right? You couldn't break them, so it was like it felt like real almost.
What it not even like it's a set of rules that you couldn't break.
Hmm.
It was like the concept of the Force was, oh, how do I put it? Like more grounded in its explanations
Yeah,
because there's so much dialogue about the Force and how you can't feel this or do this. But in the sequel trilogy, shit literally just happens.
dude.
Like
Well,
literally
okay.
just happens.
Okay, so spoilers, everybody, but you're not wasting your time. Luke Skywalker just like randomly is like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make myself appear here, even though I have no idea where this is, and there's no way I can see
Or
it.
or
Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like,
or
how do you do
when they
that?
drop that yeah, or when they drop that Leia's Force sensitive and she just fucking like Gmod flies through space to the other fucking ship, dude. That's like what? What the fuck do you mean?
I forgot about that. I think my
Dude,
brain was
dude,
protecting me.
literally the entire ship explodes and she like Call of Duty wakes up from her
Dude,
coma and just fucking flies through space to the other ship.
she changed her game mode to creative.
Dude, she had cheats on, bro, for sure.
Oh my god. I actually agree
And then
100% with you. I don't know how anybody defends those dog shit movies.
it it's just that there's so much unexplained shit happening. And I guess they were maybe going for a less dialogue heavy series, more action packed, and they did it, but it's straight garbage. It it is like I can enjoy the like 20-minute long super high casualty death battles that they have,
Mm.
but that's literally like a peak in interest, and then the rest of the movie is fucking like straight down into the gutter.
Yeah, I thought the action was all right. That's true.
Like back to the Force Awakens, the one scene when they're at Maz's no the fucking the palace, and then the First Order stormtrooper, that the black guy, I forget his name. Oh, Finn.
Yeah.
When when Finn has to fight that other stormtrooper, that was awesome. That had potential. It was really fun in that movie going to this place where Han knows this lady and she somehow has Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah, that was
That
pretty
was
cool
like the
actually.
perfect. That was like that movie. That whole movie is the perfect YouTuber thumbnail conspiracy theory video bait. Like it is exactly. Oh my god! How did she do this? What does this mean? Who's this guy?
I actually remember
And
that. It
then
was a field day on the internet for like a solid a few weeks, month.
like the other two are just straight slop.
Yeah.
I will give it to the character design though. They did hella rounds making their shit cool and marketable.
I thought
But
I, I thought it was really funny they just turned the stormtroopers into Nazis.
I mean, dude, unironically, dude, they literally are
This is
Nazis.
the,
That's what the whole
yeah,
empire is the allegory of, bro.
it
They
was
just,
crazy.
I do it. That is another plot point that I will give them credit for. literally doubling down and making them like neo-Nazis.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was good.
Well, because I feel like the first time there was kind of like a like evil police force almost. Like it was kind of like
Yeah,
unnecessary
like
evil. But now they're just Nazis.
dictatorial
Yeah,
space police.
exactly.
Nah, bro, we're Nazis. Nah, bro,
Yeah.
we're straight Nazis this time.
Okay. So, what are your top 2 favorite movies then?
Top 2. Number 2 is Pulp Fiction. I
That's a
know
good
that's
one.
a
That's a good one.
Nerd
I know
alert.
that's like such a fucking basic answer, but I love that movie. And number 1. Oh.
Hubie Halloween.
Don't even say that.
Oh. This one's really tickling my brain because I really have to think about which one ranks higher than the other.
That's interesting because I feel like everybody knows their first favorite movie really well, but everybody struggles on their third and fifth for weirdly.
Yeah.
I think I've changed my third favorite movie every time I've said it on this podcast. Actually,
What are the 2 that you're between? And then maybe talking them out will help you decide.
It's between the Disney Atlantis and the Iron Giant.
Those are both good picks.
those are both really good picks. Actually,
Kind of like out of the blue too.
I think
I feel like it doesn't really fit in.
I think Atlantis is a sleeper movie.
Dude, or oh wait, now it's a three-way time between Atlantis, the Iron Giant, and what's that? What's that one movie where the kid wants to be a pirate and it's set in like futuristic outer
Dude,
space?
we are
Treasure
on
Island.
we are on the same
Yeah,
wavelength.
Treasure Island.
We were on
Treasure
the
Island. Treasure Island.
we were on. That literally went through my head. Treasure Island. Like as soon as you said, like literally when you said Disney Atlantis, and then you said a third one, I knew it was gonna be Treasure Island somehow.
I
Treasure Island is a
I
sleeper.
think
I
I
think
think the Iron Giant slowly beats out those two, but not by much.
so the thing
That's
about
fair.
that is the
Dude,
Iron
you know
Giant.
Vin Diesel voices the Iron Giant?
I didn't know that
Sadly.
actually.
When I found that out, I was like, damn.
I think out of the 3 movies, Iron Giant would be like you put into a poll. Iron Giant's winning. But
Like it,
Treasure Planet's
yeah,
good though,
like,
dude. I really like Treasure Planet, even though the plot's like all right.
dude, it's a fucking space pirate movie.
That's
That's
cool
all they
though.
need
That's
to.
cool as hell. When I was
Honorable mention, an honorable other pirate movie mention is Muppet Treasure Island.
that's awesome.
Dude, I literally forced my girlfriend to watch that movie with me. Dude,
I have forced
cinematography
my
at its finest.
I have put my girlfriend through torture, forcing her to watch movies that are terrible.
The Room.
Have you ever seen Willy's Wonderland?
Oh
I
my
can't say I
god,
have.
why would you watch that?
Dude, that movie is peak. That movie is peak. It's crazy. I've never been more entertained in my like smooth brain Gen Z brain than that movie.
Um,
Have you seen that movie, Maddie?
I have not.
Okay, right. I'm gonna give the quickest plot synopsis ever. Ready?
Okay.
So, who is it? Who is it? JV Nicolas Cage is the actor.
oh, dude, it's been so long.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
can't even.
I'm pretty sure
Dude,
it is.
I'm like trying to remember, and all I'm seeing is like blurs of like major plot points.
Hold on.
It is Nicolas Cage, but
Okay.
this movie came out in 2021.
Okay, so Nicolas Cage gets his job at a he's a security watchman for a no, I'm serious.
It,
He is a security watchman for like it's literally FNAF.
Animatronics.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
as a security watchman. So then he's really into playing pinball. He drinks this purple soda like constantly. So then he's drinking this purple soda. Then the animatronics come to kill him. So he just destroys them. Okay, listen. So he just destroys them. And every single time he kills an animatronic, he changes his shirt, drinks some more purple soda, and then plays
dude,
pinball some more. And
dude,
What's the purpose?
he rips out the spine of one of them, if I remember correctly. Like, dude,
I'm
it's
done.
literally like if the oil was blood, this shit would be like rated R gore. Like it's fucking insane.
So I looked up the poster for the movie, and it does look like FNAF, but the like logo of or the like promo jingle thing for the movie is 2020 isn't over yet, kids. Like, who in the world came up with, who was like, that is awesome, we need to put that on that poster right now.
You have to make this on a poster right now.
What's funny is that like slogan's not gonna age well. Like it already didn't age well. Like no matter what, you're instantly dating yourself.
Yeah. No, honestly, like, you describing the movie, I would have thought it was from like 1992.
So I'm
But it
not
came out.
done. I'm not done with the movie synopsis. By the way, it gets better.
Okay.
I'm not done. You're gonna listen to this all.
So these kids break in, which is like that's pretty standard, and they slowly get killed off. But Nicolas Cage keeps on killing the animatronics, and there's one girl left. I don't really remember what happened to her actually. But the
Are
best
they
part
like
of
little kids?
no, they're like teenagers, right?
Okay, I was about to say, like, wow, a movie showing kids dying is crazy.
But so Nicolas Cage doesn't say a
Nah, bro,
word
I've
the
seen
entire
worse.
movie. He is a mute.
Really?
He is a mute. He may have said like a word at the very end, but he is a mute character. So all this dude does. So this dude got hired as an actor to not say a single word, to kill fake animatronics, to play pinball, change his shirt, and drink purple soda, and that was it. They're like, yeah, let's make this the movie.
I mean, its budget was $5 million.
It was a fever dream, is what it was.
4 million of that went straight to Nicolas Cage.
Easily,
Probably.
easily.
Dude, oh my god, do you remember that Nicolas Cage movie where Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage as the actor Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, and he played like, is that the same movie where it was like he was playing like a fake character? Like the fake character was
But
like a fake actor, and then the actor won an Emmy or something, and then no one came up to
it was
reclaim it because he
it
didn't
was
exist.
it was the movie where Pedro Pascal was like literally simping over Nicolas Cage. That's all I remember about that.
Oh, is Pedro Pascal still relevant? I feel like he hasn't been in anything since The Last of Us.
Not really. Apparently, he was like nominated for like Sexiest Man Alive this year, but he
Really?
turned it
Oh,
down.
that's who that was?
And so guess who won it this year?
Jason Kelsey.
I saw this today.
Um Cleveland Brown from
John Krasinski.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of deserved.
I mean, I just never saw him as like, the sexiest man alive.
Nah, bro, that's kind of deserved. He's been on the back burner, like heartthrob since The Office.
You got a John Krasinski lover over here, I guess.
I think A Quiet Place is actually like the whole series is actually kind of good.
I haven't seen any of them, honestly.
I think like
I
well,
like.
like I think they could have been way better. Like in the moment when I was watching them, I was like, this is alright. But like looking back, I was like, they're kind of good. Like they're actually kind. Like I don't know if I'm just so like desensitized to all this shit that's been coming out lately, especially in like horror. Where it's just like everything's boring or like might pique your interest for about 5 seconds. But like, looking back, dude, I was watching a few of them and I was like, this is kind of good. Like I'm like
Hey,
entertained.
maybe they're onto something here.
I don't know about like
Oh,
I was invested.
well, so I want to segue into something that we were talking about earlier. So what got you into pipes? Because it seems like a lot of the stuff that you work on is with pipes. So like, how how did you realize that you liked pipes, I
Okay,
Yeah,
guess?
yeah. What the hell's going
okay.
on, Mario?
On a on a genuine note, um, I grew up in Flint, and
Okay.
Oh,
I was a subsequent victim of the crazy shit that went on there. So when I was given like the opportunity to think up anything I fucking wanted to, I was like, a thing that could help the people in my former community? Let's see how that works. And then I got like a fucking A on the assignment, and it's been on the back burner. Like, if I go through with this idea, maybe I can actually, make a difference.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, nice job.
So I have a quick story actually.
Of course you do.
So one time, this is a few years ago,
Course you do.
but when I was driving in my car, right? I was driving down
Really?
my road, and Jason, you know exactly what I'm talking about here.
Uh,
About about I was driving down the road where there's a fork in the road, right? And one side has a stop sign and the other does not, right? And so I I, I didn't realize how icy it was, right? So I was driving down, and this person they come up and they start to stop, right? I'm like, okay, well they're gonna let me go because there's no like it's kind of a weird right away because there's no stop sign or yield sign or anything, so it's kind of like you just kind of deal with it, figuring it out. So they stop. I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna go. Then they just start going, right? Like completely cuts me off, and I slide and I crash into a tree, right? And then and then my airbags go off. I'm like in a haze. I'm like, what the hell? And then I get out of my car and Jason's mom is standing right there.
yeah, dude. At this point in history, he had no clue who my mom was.
No
Really?
idea. No
And then,
idea.
and then, dude, I go to school. I see this guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, this nice lady helped me after I crashed my car." I was like, and then and my mom's like, "Yeah, there was this kid, and he crashed into a tree, and I helped him." And I was like, "Wait a damn minute." The craziest crossover in like movie history
well, I'll
that
tell you.
I didn't even know happened.
Well, I'll tell you what the craziest crossover is. Is she said that she hit the tree like next to the tree that I hit.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was so funny because like I was fine, like my wrist hurt. I was like, okay, well I'm gonna call my dad and try to get my, try to figure this stuff out.
And your airbags went off?
Yeah, well that was crazy, dude. Two things about that. It was like my airbag should not have gone off. And two, if I was in a real car accident, those airbags weren't doing shit because like I would have died because it was literally like a deflated like balloon hit me.
Was it an older car?
Kinda like 2009.
Oh, really? And
It's the same car I have now.
oh, oh, well, that makes sense because those cars are like known death traps.
That car is a death trip,
Yeah, dude. You're still driving that?
dude. My battery died 2 days ago. I got that bitch charged up, roadworthy.
Listen to this. So, my grandma drives a Jeep, okay?
Uh
Okay, that's problem number one.
oh.
So, it's a really nice Jeep. It's an older one, and it has like less than 100,000 miles on it. And I was driving it there for a while when I totaled my car. And, I'm reading the stuff on inside the car, and it's one of the Jeeps that have like the tarp covers. And it literally said, the doors and windows are not meant to protect you. Please wear your seatbelt. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? I'm gonna crash and the door's gonna fly off and I'm just gonna rub my body on the concrete?
Most
Yes.
likely.
Like, who in the world's like, that is a great idea. Let me buy that car.
Millions of uninformed Americans. I'm telling you, dude. Any Jeep ever, and I'm sorry, viewers. I hope none of you are in a Jeep death trap, but dude, their transmissions blow. They literally seize up. Uh, their engines are put together poorly. They just got bought out by this really weird, like I think Asian company. Um,
Stellantis?
I yeah, I swear they got transferred to somewhere else. I This was a while ago, but I swear. Um, Regardless, you're gonna die.
Okay, but
You keep driving, you're gonna die. This is like it's like driving a Kia Soul, dude. You're like 50% more likely to crash and die.
I'm
Well,
actually
you know what's
like,
crazy?
go ahead, Maddie.
So the car that I was in, okay. So number one, I got in this accident. My airbags didn't go off. The guy hit my front end. Okay,
That's crazy.
like,
That's
and he
insane.
was in like a giant like Tahoe too, and he was going like, I would say probably close to like 20 miles an hour when he hit me. Like I mean, it wasn't super slow, it wasn't super fast, but this guy like destroyed my car. Like it totaled my car, and he was able to drive away, but my car like, mm, mm, mm. It it makes me
What's your
mad.
car? What was your
I
car?
It was a Nissan Versa.
Yeah, that's your other problem.
Yeah, I know.
That
I mean,
Like,
dude,
honestly,
I
it saved me so much money because it paid off my car when that happened. Um, so now I don't have a car payment or insurance anymore because I still don't have a car. So now I'm just rolling in money, you know. I just work and I just save it up.
yeah, but the problem is no car.
In due time. I'm planning on getting a car in the coming weeks.
you're such a liar.
No, no, no. You know, I bet in 6 weeks I will have a car. I will put money on
Okay. Um, who do you want to swear on that you're gonna get that car? So if you don't come up to your deal, we can go get them.
it. I
Uh, Rumpelstiltskin style, your firstborn kid.
No,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
I swear on Jason's life.
No,
Okay.
that does not count. I am not your betting material.
That's what you think. It's already too late.
No, no, we didn't shake on it,
Are you
You
still
and
don't
playing
I
in a
know
ain't
that.
band,
shaking
Jason?
on it.
Are you still
What?
playing in a band, Jason? Trying to.
Um, I've tried to. It kind of has been falling through in the fact that like I have to go to college, and then I have to work to make money, and then I
That's
have
fair.
to go see my girlfriend. So the spare time I get is like select few hours.
I just slinging pipes.
Yeah, dude, I'm out there slinging pipe for the wider
Green
community.
pipe, maybe? Just just
If
maybe.
you want to call it that.
Is that like an integral part of your design? Is that it has to be green for
You
optimal
have to
liquid
make those
transport?
you have if you make that pipe, dude, you have to make it look like a Mario pipe.
I'll see what I can cook up
Like,
because maybe I could use like a oh this this coating, this green coating helps it stay weather resistant.
Yeah.
yeah, that. Well, I don't know why they made the pipes green in that game in general. Because I've never seen a green pipe in my entire life. I've seen red and yellow once.
Probably just
But
make it stand out.
I've never seen a
Because
green
literally
pipe.
it's such a like oddball design. You literally said it yourself. You've never seen a green pipe, so
Yeah,
you always
I guess
associate
so.
green pipes with Mario.
It's because green looked good on the 8-bit systems. That's why. It just makes like the colors pop better, just having the green on the screen.
Well, wasn't
You
Sonic?
said the line. You said the line, bro.
What?
Green on the screen. I get it.
Do
I
you guys know that
understand. Everything
I
is so clear to me now.
I was just gonna ask, do you guys know that I understand it now, guy?
Yeah, dude, I've seen that. Dude, like, all right, gummy bear in
Oh, I
bottle.
do. I
Missing.
just saw that.
Oh,
Goes, I understand.
I
I
understand it
understand.
now.
I understand it now.
There's one video where he's throwing it between turbines,
I know.
like
Yeah,
air
the
On a
turbines,
magic
like
basketball.
ball.
wind turbines. Yeah.
Dude, newest internet sensation. I understand it now.
I understand it now. I'm gonna start
You
saying
know,
that in like my Zoom classes.
you know who really fell off?
Your mom.
EDP.
um,
Yeah.
dude, who's gonna tell him?
No, I know what happened, but like just in general, like he's
Because
just
I wonder what would make him fall off in the internet's eyes. Truly a
well,
ponderable question.
no, like I'm talking about even before that, like from like 2017 to 2020, or I guess that was like 2019, because that all that stuff happened like 2020, 2021. But like he like disappeared basically, like before that happened, and so I hadn't heard anything about him in like 6 months, and then when I did, it was him getting busted for eating cupcakes. Okay, so I guess, so I mean, okay, I work in engineering too, kind of. Not with the same kind of stuff. I work in IT.
Not with pipes.
Yeah. Unfortunately not.
Damn.
Um, how do you like working in engineering? Like,
Um,
do you enjoy it, or do you think the people are kind of eh?
so, it's a lot of mixed bags because there's like the genre of engineers that all have their like quirky weirdos. Um, but for the most part, it's been pretty chill people.
Um, there's this guy I worked with over the summer. Um, he loves monitors. That's his thing. He loves monitors and printers.
Sounds
Dude,
like
I
my
And
kind of
told
guy.
I'm not even joking. Okay, one of our first interactions together was him commenting on my laptop's monitor. He's like, "Wow, that thing's got a nice screen on it, doesn't it? It's nice and big." I'm like, "Yeah." Like,
no, but you gotta realize, this is like their niche interest that they've had for like 30 plus years. So they're definitely gonna be like, oh my God, hey dude, I love that. That's
well,
awesome.
Well,
he's he's like 26. Like, he's not even old. And
Dude, he's
then
getting there though.
I think compliments like
we
that
were
are so weird because it's like, oh, I like your laptop screen. It's like, okay, like I didn't do anything to it, you know. Like you should probably be complimenting Microsoft or whatever.
um well, and then right now we're in the process of upgrading to Windows 11 because Windows 10 is end of life next year. So we're just
Dude,
trying to
that's the most like stupid, unprofessional decisions I've heard of it, dude.
I'm I'm just saying what my company is doing. I mean, I like Windows 10 more than Windows 11. Windows 11 has grown on me since I started using it. I will say that.
Traitor.
But like Windows 11 isn't having a lot of like conflicts with our CAD software. So it's not that big of a deal.
What are you using CAD for?
I don't use it. I'm in the IT department. So I work at a company that has a lot of engineering stuff at it. So it's a wide variety of things.
Gotcha.
And for what
Um
people are wondering what CAD stands for, It stands for Candy Ass Dingus.
Thanks.
Yes, you got it.
Um, so I was going around and I was doing rounds just to be like, hey, when can we upgrade your computer to Windows 11? And I stopped by his desk, which I'd been over there a couple times and I'd seen it from the distance. But this guy has two different monitors set up. Or no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. He has three monitors in his cube. Okay. Two of them are for him to look at, which on each one he has four screens each because they're ultra wide, like 36-inch wide monitors. And then he has another one for other people to look at when they come visit him. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not even joking. This guy has like a cockpit in his cube. Like I walk over there and I'm
Dude,
like, dude, what are you looking at? And he's like,
he's he is
dude,
locked the fuck in, dude.
I
dude,
know. He
dude,
has like
like,
an ergonomic keyboard and mouse. Like he like gets into it.
dude,
Dude, he is your most employable employee, bro. He
like,
will work.
like, unironically, that's something I would do. Like,
But
just crazy
he's the
monitors.
nicest guy I've met. He's so nice. And so I went over there. I was like, wow, these are some nice monitors. And he's like, you know, I love monitors. If you want some monitor recommendations, I got you. And I'm like, I have been in the market for a new monitor. And so he sat me down and we talked about monitors for 30 minutes. And he's like, well, if you want an ultra wide one, you want to go with the WS blah blah blah. I have it written down somewhere because he made sure I wrote it down in my notes.
Well, well, well,
Write this
that
down. It'll be on the tip.
Yeah.
it's
And
really
then
funny too because you're like, okay, well, I have Google too. I could just look this up.
well, I actually learned some stuff, but I don't really remember it off the top of my head because it wasn't like one of those conversations that like stuck with me. But I remember being like, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And then my boss came to look for me and he's like, dude, what's going on? I'm like, oh, yeah, he's just telling me about his monitors. He's like, oh, okay. And he walks away and leaves me with them.
He
Bro, he
And
knows.
then,
knows.
He
Your
knows.
boss already knows, bro.
yeah. And then we start another occasion. It was towards the end of the summer. Our printer we were talking about printer upgrades because we have a giant plotter for people to print their engineering projects on. And so we start talking about printing. I should have not started him on that topic because I'm not even joking. He pulled a chair up and made me watch videos about cutting edge printing. Like something about like
Hey, but
photon
dude,
printing
What
where
the
they print
dude,
hell?
like
How can
chips.
you be cutting edge
you
at
have
printing?
to
I
you
know.
have to
I was
understand, dude.
surprised.
He like trusts you with his life.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go back there and he's gonna give me a hug and be like, "Oh man, I missed you. Did you hear about the new printers that came out?"
Dude, he's gonna have the
Dude, I
Gravity
missed you
Falls
so
printer
much.
in his cubicle, and he's gonna start printing off clones.
He's gonna be like, "I discovered this new type of printing where I can print monitors."
He's like, this is cutting edge, dude.
But like I said, he's the nicest guy ever, but he just loves printers and monitors. And batteries. Oh my God, he loves batteries. We
Dude,
we
it
had a
never ends.
it really doesn't. He's a character, but he's the greatest.
You think he likes
We had an issue.
throwing lithium batteries in the ocean for fun?
He collects dead batteries.
Dude,
Why?
oh my god, he
You can
does
have my
that. He
battery in
for
my car.
the ocean.
like it's like we had some of our UPSs go out over the summer, and we needed new batteries. And he's like, "I'll take those off your guys' hands." And my boss was like, "Well, I don't know. We probably have to clear with the owner first." And he's like, "Okay, when you do get back to me, because I want those." I'm like, "What are you doing with those?" And he was
Throwing them
telling
in the ocean, bro.
he was telling us. So he brought. So I think before I started working there, he had a kid. Okay, and
Have?
he's yeah, well, like his wife had a kid,
I was gonna say, but
and
what happened to that
and he was telling us, he's like, yeah, man, I brought those batteries home and I was just messing around with them. And my boss was like, so you're telling me your wife just had a kid and you were sitting around playing with batteries all day? And he's like, I
Yeah.
couldn't help myself. I'm like,
guy? Dude, it's just so I love batteries.
yeah, he's a character. I can't wait to go. I'm going back over there for winter break. I'm so excited to sit down and talk to him again. I have a bunch of stories about the characters at my work, but
Dude,
I don't want to get too into them.
he's gonna be like Iron Man one day. He's gonna craft an entire suit at his desk.
He's gonna craft
Dude,
a printing suit.
Yeah.
you're gonna come back and he's gonna be like, dude, she divorced me because I couldn't stop being the battery guy.
I put a battery in a printer and I burned the house down.
You're never
Yo,
gonna
my
believe what
bad.
happened. He's gonna have the
Yeah,
trifecta one day.
whoops.
What was that,
So,
Jason?
Jason,
Go ahead.
Huh? What?
what if
Go ahead.
somebody had to ask you, what are you the expert on? What would you say? Besides
Well,
pipes.
and beef stew.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Dude, honestly, beef stew and pipes go like hand in hand, if you know what I mean.
I
I
think
think
it's
I hope I do. I hope I know what you mean.
you,
Um,
you'll understand when you're older.
dude, aren't I older than you?
You might be actually.
How old are you?
guess. Yeah. Man.
Dude, goo goo gaga baby.
Oh yeah, well, at least my name isn't Jason, so
Fuck!
At least I don't
You
make
got
beef
me.
stew in my pants.
no. My question is how much beef stew can fit through those pipes that you're making? And is the beef stew going to cause any issues with the flow of the pipe? Or is it thick
So
enough to withstand that?
beef stew would definitely cause problems because the pipe is only designed to push water through it into homes, not beef stew.
Okay.
But
Okay.
what's
Hypothetical
stopping
question.
And
stuff
the
from
Hypothetical question. What would you do, Jason, if like you get this pipe up and running, right? And it's like the Michigan's greatest thing ever now, right? It's like, oh, we don't have to deal with anything ever again. You have your pet, and then you're like a millionaire. But as long as nothing goes wrong with the pipe, right? But then, but then you get a call at like 3 a.m. and like Jason, the pipes are full of beef stew, and I was the one that put them in there. Well, what would you do?
um, dude, frame one right off the gate. I'm calling the Butterfinger detectives, bro. They'll get your ass. They'll get you, dude. Fuck the CIA. Fuck the fucking the FBI, the CDC, all of it.
the
I call the butter.
CDs?
I call the Butterfinger investigators on you, bro. It's over. They'll have you within the hour.
Actually, I have a question for you. What's after pipes? I mean, you seem to really
Um,
enjoy this, but have you given thought to what your next project's going to be?
well, truth be told, the pipes is like a back burner side quest that I keep coming back to regularly. The main thing, my main goal, is just environmental engineering.
Okay. So, what are you working on right now, if you can say? I don't know if it's classified or not.
Um, right now, I'm working with a buddy to further research and get him like a grant money for biodomes.
And what are those used for?
Um, there's a couple uses for them. A lot of it is like speculative Mars type shit, but there's also like deep sea applications or like even like desert applications. It
Uh,
just really depends on um, how far we can get this shit going.
So,
Because like
when do
if
you
nobody
think,
gives us money, we ain't doing nothing.
since you're doing research on it now, when do you think that these will start becoming more mainstream? I mean, I know that they're kind of mainstream for like Mars habitation stuff, but like, when do you
Uh,
think we'll start seeing them used by the wider science community more than just NASA and SpaceX?
um, dude, at least like 20 years
Really?
plus. Because this is like the shit that we're doing is like 2 years worth of a city's budget.
That's crazy.
Where like you're gonna like Elon Musk and the bald evil guy
Jeff
are gonna
Bezos?
be the first like yeah the first quote unquote real people to do it that
I'm
aren't
working.
like
Go ahead.
that aren't like government funded programmers.
So, what are they going to use it for? Just like I mean, obviously, Elon Musk has made it known that he wants to go to Mars, so I'm assuming that's what the use will be.
Yeah, it's the whole concept of the biodome is to just create habitable environment in a non-hot in the word inhospitable environment.
I say,
So you remember how that one rich billionaire created those like trips to space with like his weird jet?
yeah.
Um, they'd probably do that
See,
where it's like do visit the new Atlantis.
what I'm imagining is the stuff from like the Martian movie.
It's gonna be Treasure Planet. That's our
Dude,
future.
dude, I I love that idea. Please, Jeff Bezos, do one thing right and make Treasure Planet real.
I think if I was actually a fictional character, I would be the cyborg guy in that movie. I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, dude, goated character,
Yeah, but
goated goated father figure.
like
Or well, I shouldn't say goated. He's kind of not a good father figure, but at least
he,
he's there.
he's doing his best.
He is a literal pirate after all.
All right. Well, Jason, this is probably going to be the end of the road. Um, so if you want to plug anything, Instagram, music, anything like that, send it to me, but you can plug it here now too.
Or research papers or anything of the nature. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Um, Jayson underscore Verhelli on Instagram. Um, that's where I live.
Okay.
That's about all I got. Like plug wise. I wish I had more music to show the world that wasn't like
We'll get you there.
complete needs to be revised garbage.
Well,
Um,
maybe take this as your inspiration to get back into it, you know. Just take some time, sit down, and just work at it.
yeah,
If you
actually,
want to. I mean,
we're only going to
Oh,
release
dude,
this
I want
video
to.
if you have a full EP.
hey, for all you know, we could use your music as background
That's
for our
fair. We could
episodes.
do that. And then you can copyright us in 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking dude, Viacom is gonna be coming for your asses.
But thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you.
Old high school
It's
friend. Um,
it's been a pleasure.
I think definitely the best movie taste out of all the guests we've had on so far.
All right, though. We do have to get to our next section.
What is the next section?
You're gonna have to watch the
It's
video to
just like
find out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. No insider trading.
Okay. So
You know, really, it's just us talking, like about random things. Like we talk about news and stuff.
it is not interesting.
I think it's interesting.
I mean, you can be a part of it if you really want to, I guess.
I mean,
It's up to
I
you.
have nowhere to be. I I don't want to mess with the flow of the media consumption though.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do. So it's up to you if you want. It's up to you whenever you want to dip.
All right. I mean,
Okay.
dude, literally, I had like a Mountain Dew so I wouldn't fall asleep on the cast, so I'm kind of like whizzing the fuck out. And I fear if I got off the podcast and like didn't exert myself, I'd be sitting here staring at my ceiling.
Okay. So we're gonna jump straight into TikTok time. This is a different kind of game we're doing, and this one requires a little bit of explanation. And Jayson is gonna be our mediator. So this is the official Shenanacast pickup basketball game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick our positions, tit for tat, as Maddie puts it. So we're gonna pick 5 positions, but they can only be one of the following categories, which is either a movie star, musical artist, influencer, political figure, fictional character, as long as they're human. And this can be anybody that's ever existed in ever, really. And then we're taking the prime versions of all these people. So if you pick like Frank Sinatra, right? But you're not thinking of like old Frank Sinatra, you're thinking about him in his prime, right? Like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So I will start it off. Normal basketball rules, size and passing and all that. I am going to start off for. I'm going to do the movie star category first, and I'm going to use Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay.
Okay.
So my power forward is going to be The Rock, because I don't remember how tall he is.
He's pretty tall.
I know he's pretty tall. That's how I have him on my power forward.
Okay. I'm gonna pick my center here. Okay.
Go.
I'm in between 3 people. One is just a joke one. Musical
Okay.
artist. It's gonna be Shaq.
It's going to be who?
Shaq.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew
No,
you were
okay,
going to
okay.
do that.
No. But I just said that just because I remember that he did music there for a while. I'm
He's
really in
still doing
between 2
music.
people.
Okay.
I'm in between Wreck-It Ralph and Andre the Giant. I think I'm gonna go Wreck-It Ralph for fictional character in my center position though, because he's a big guy.
He is a big guy. You're right about that. Okay. So I feel like the hardest one is political figure.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to put at my shooting guard, I'm actually going to put Barack Obama, because
Man,
he was a hooper back in the day. He was
I
a
was gonna do
hooper.
Oh, dude, what's that Obama quote about basketball?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I cannot remember it.
I'm fucking balling.
Okay.
That was probably
You know
it.
what? You know what? To counter your pick
Yeah.
for influencer, I'm gonna take Osama bin Laden.
What?
Okay. Okay.
He was 6'5". Go ahead and write that down.
You want him a small forward or power forward?
Shooting guard.
Okay.
Shooting guard? Okay.
Do you mean Osama bin Laden like before or after he sang Poker Face?
Prime.
I don't know if that's how you spell his name.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, I don't think anybody cares how you spell bin Laden.
So, movie star at my point guard, I am taking Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Bro is a
I love you,
hooper.
bro.
He's a hooper. Low key.
But he's like such a wild card. A butterfly would fly through the courtyard and he'd be done.
No, he's a hooper, dude. He's my facilitator. He knows the court. He's on my one, dude. He's gonna pass that ball. He's sneaky with it, dude.
Okay. I'm going to take for my pointing guard for political figure Napoleon.
That's a good one. I like that one. He reads the court well. He's a good leader.
Exactly.
Uh, That's right. What do I have now? I have influencer and fictional. No. I've
No.
influencer and
You
fictional
have movie
character.
star.
Movie star is my Adam Sandler.
Or no, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Musician.
Oh yeah, musician. Yeah, you're right. Um, damn. Musician's a tough pick, dude.
Yeah, neither of you have that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Hmm.
I'm gonna move Obama from my shooting guard.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
Oh,
him
well,
here,
I purposely did Bin Laden into combat.
and then I am going to take Lil Durk because LeBron said he was a hooper one time a while ago.
Okay. I'm going to take for my power forward for my musical artist 50 Cent.
That's a good one. That's really good. Damn it, that's a good pick. You might actually be cooking me right now.
Yeah, dude, with your fucking pick a little dirt.
He's a hooper. He's a hooper. He's a hooper.
You're like, let me pick the guy who seems like he might play basketball.
LeBron said he's nice. I don't know what to tell you.
My God, King LeBron.
And then at my center for fictional character, I have to think of a baller, dude. Let me get.
Real question though, why is Ralph on the basketball court, not on the football field?
In
Dude.
due time.
Like, dude, it's like when oh, who's the basketball player that played baseball? Was that MJ?
Yeah, it is. It was MJ. So Matt,
Okay.
what's his name? Is it Magua from Overwatch?
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a really good
That's my
pick.
pick. That's my pick.
Now, I think that Wreck-It Ralph has him beat a little bit, but
I think
that's a really
Riker Ralph is like surprisingly good.
now
I'm
I
surprised you didn't pull if you're going for Overwatch, the guy with the giant fist metal arm.
Doomfist.
That could, yeah,
He,
it's literally like,
he's not that tall, dude. That's the thing about the center. You need someone huge.
yeah, but dude, his reach, bro. Those jumps, you ain't getting
That's
past
fair.
that.
That is fair.
Okay. For my final position, I'm gonna do Forrest Gump.
I knew Tom Hanks is coming here somewhere.
Dude, dude,
I mean, Forrest Gump is like an elite athlete.
He
That's the thing.
he is
dude,
Like
he is
out
an
of
Forrest Gump and Lil Durk fucking walked their way into the locker room and somehow made it onto the court.
but the thing is I feel like Tom Hanks would win, or Forrest Gump would beat Little Dirk.
he did fight in Vietnam, dude.
Yeah. Okay, but the whole problem is Forrest Gump a team player?
He played football in the movie.
Football is not basketball.
Well,
Oh,
I
I fucked. Hold on, I fucked up. Can I take The Rock as an influencer?
see.
He's in the WWE.
Yes, but then this also gives me the opportunity to change my list too.
Who do you want?
I see. I don't want to change my list, but then it'll make me feel like I have to change my list because you're doing it.
Okay, you can change your list. If I can take it, if I can take The Rock as an influencer,
Okay.
or I can change one of them too. I guess.
I
You
might.
get one. You get one mulligan.
You know what? Or how about we do a bonus round where we do coaches.
Okay,
I'm gonna take Sung Tzu as my coach.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I I think that might have Napoleon slightly beat.
Yeah, S- slightly.
Yo, dude, where's my Yap Dollar appreciation at? Why isn't he on any of these teams?
Who?
Dude, you don't know about internet sensation Yap Dollar?
I have no idea who that is.
How do you spell?
Zhao Hong
How do you spell
Shu?
Sung Tzu, dude? Like that?
Sun Tzu.
Like this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then at my coach, anybody as long as they're human.
Yeah, let's aim for historical like thinkers and strategists.
Historical thinkers. Let me take let me take Dwight D. Eisenhower. I don't know how to fucking spell his name.
White the Eisenhower.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
genuine question.
Yeah.
Can't believe neither of you thought Darth Vader.
He's kind of slow.
Yeah, well, and for what position?
Dude, he could definitely be he'd be a hella shooter. Dude,
Well,
the fourth, bro?
That's true.
I think that it was kind of like an unspoken rule, at least for me, that they didn't have any powers. Like it was just their physical
Ruger
prowess.
Rouse has super strength.
Well, oh yeah, and so does The Rock. So
That's fair. That's fair.
Dude, Wreck-It Ralph literally fucking demolishes buildings with his bare hands.
he sleeps on bricks.
For breakfast, no milk.
Okay, so Jason, who do you think would win?
So I'm looking at the synergy of the teams here, right? I'm trying to
Chemistry.
think.
Chemistry is a big thing. I did not think about doing that at all.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't either.
Okay, well,
two on the nose.
my team is the Angry Sharks.
Okay, well then how about I'm the eggs.
Yeah, I'm the Sharks. You're
Um,
the Eggs.
they call me the egg. So I know Napoleon and Bin Laden might have some chemistry.
Yeah, I think so too because they're both like strategists,
But 50
and
Cent
underdog.
definitely hates Bin Laden. For sure.
Okay, well, what I'm thinking
Yeah,
too is
but
like, what are you gonna do in the post against The Rock and Magua? Like,
but
you're
we
not
have
scoring.
Wreck-It Ralph and 50 Cent.
I don't think
Yeah.
50 Cent's doing much against The
Okay,
Rock,
okay.
dude.
So are you talking about rapper 50 Cent or video game character from the game Black 50 Cent?
It has to be the
I
real person. We
yeah,
have Wreck-It
I
Ralph.
was thinking, okay, but 50 Cent got shot.
That's
The
true.
Rock did not.
It's true.
Plus The Rock. Oh, we're all forgetting a crucial thing. In every contract The Rock signs, he can never lose. So, as a fundamental law of the universe, I think I'd have to give it to the Sharks. Off of that alone.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, ignoring that because that's I mean, you could say, oh yeah, I mean, Napoleon never lost, so that means that he
No, dude, he
He was only
kind of.
banished.
I
no
think he
okay
did kind of lose.
okay. Forrest Gump never like technically lost any sport he played.
I don't think 50 Cent's ever lost a rap beef.
Well, and honestly, I really think that you guys are underestimating Forrest Gump here.
I think I'm underestimating Forrest Gump and 50 Cent, to be honest with you.
Because
50 Cent can definitely hoop, for sure, though.
Well, I don't think
the thing
LeBron
is,
said he could hoop. We definitely said Lil Durk could hoop.
Dude, Little Dirk is literally your ball and chain, bro.
yeah, he's like, I love Little Dirk.
Dude,
Dude, it's so
trying to
funny.
literally shoehorn Little Dirk into this conversation.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you're calling Lil Durk my ball and chain when Adam Sandler is right here.
I
We
mean,
have no IRL thing to go off of Forrest Gump's balling. We do with Obama.
It's fair.
this is something we'll just agree to disagree.
Because it's kind of like the argument where, like, if you know how to draw, you
How
know
the
how to
hell do
paint.
you even have Forrest Gump and Wreck-It Ralph? If they're both fictional
What do
characters.
you? Oh, because I was thinking like movie star. Like Forrest Gump is like the star of the movie.
So Tom Hanks, son.
Basically, yeah.
Now, Tom Hanks is a different story. If it's Tom Hanks, that's a closer matchup because Tom Hanks could on the DL be balling, and
Yeah,
we just
especially
wouldn't
like
know.
prime Tom Hanks.
Now, The Rock versus 50 Cent. I have to say 50 Cent on this one simply because I know he has more experience with the game.
I think he can
Because
shoot
Rock,
too.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, and he has a gun.
He can get shot too.
But Malgua versus Wreck-It Ralph is
I,
probably the closest matchup.
I think Wreck-It
I
Ralph's
really
got it.
think that yeah,
I think
I
Wreck-It
really
Ralph's got
think
that
that.
one, to be honest with you. I think it's me close, but I think Wreck-It Ralph's got it at the end of the day. 'Cause he's got something to prove, dude. Well, you know, he's trying to be a hero. He's trying to get a little medal.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Can you imagine if this is the Bottom movie, where instead of like going through like Candy Kingdom, he teams up with Tom Hanks and 50 Cent to get his medal?
Osama bin
And
Laden.
Osama.
I'm
You're like,
fucking balling.
Now, the final section, the coaches. This is a really I don't really know who to give it to here. Honestly, I would think Eisenhower just because he was around when
Yeah, I
basketball
was about to
was.
say he at least knows what a basketball is.
But I think that
But
Sun Tzu
Sun
was the
Tzu
better
has the art of
strategizer.
war.
Yeah, exactly. Like he knows how to get in the opponent's head. That's the thing. So,
But
who's your final pick? The Sharks or the Eggs?
wasn't Dwight D. Eisenhower wheelchair bound?
No, that was the president, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Oh, right, right. Um, this is a really tough call, but I'd have to slightly give it to the eggs because of
Let's go.
just how bad Little Dirk pulls the whole team down.
LeBron said he's nice. I am telling you.
Dude, you cannot always go off of the word of God, King LeBron.
LeBron's the greatest basketball player who's
Oh,
ever
LeBron
lived.
James.
Oh,
Dude, you're literally forgetting about Larry Bird.
Or
Larry
Jordan.
Legend. I'll take my L.
Yeah, get out of here. And the thing is, before this episode, I barely even knew what each position did.
Next thing we're gonna do
Okay.
is the God of War games tier list. Now, Maddie has a lot of experience with these games, or so he
Played
tells
every
me.
one. Okay.
And
Ready for this?
this is through Ragnarok too, by the way. So this is up to date.
So I'm going to go in. I'm putting 2 games at 1. Okay. Ragnarok and 3 automatically at 1. Those are the 2 best
True.
games in the series.
True.
This is
Second to
right?
last.
This one.
Nope. Okay. Now, God of War 4, the one with his son, is A tier.
That is yes. This so far, I'm agreeing 100%.
And then behind that's God of War 2.
In B tier.
Nope. No.
Oh my
It's the
bad.
third one. Or second one. Yep, that one.
It's hard to read. I don't know the covers like you do.
Throw that one an A. Now, the last one in B, along with
Which one's this
the
one?
second. Yeah.
This is the second one.
No. So that one's Ghost of Sparta. So throw that one there.
That's the PSP.
Yeah, and then the second one on the list. Yep. Throw that one in B, and then the last one in C, and then no. Yep, and then down one,
We're waffling. We're waffling.
right there. Perfect. That's the list.
So I
Dude,
haven't actually played Ragnarok. Is that good over
It's pretty
4?
good.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be so real, dude. Putting the OG God of War at C is like damn near blasphemous.
I played it last year, like actually probably like a year ago. It doesn't hold up that well.
I don't think it holds up at all, dude. Actually,
Like two is very good. It's miles ahead of number 1.
it's pretty tough for the first game because it's like you have to give it credit for the first. And like obviously God of War 1's a good game, but it's like
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just
everything
dated.
I think everything after that's better, you know, just from a fun standpoint.
Now Ascension is the worst one. That's like
Yeah.
non-debatable. That's the worst one.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people don't
yeah.
even like
It
pretend this game doesn't exist.
it
Yeah.
it technically doesn't exist.
Is the third one
It's in like
where he
a
rips off Helios's head?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The I once again I do agree that the third game is peak, dude. Fucking peak cinema. I remember I got the achievement for beating the absolute fuck out of Zeus because uh I just kept mashing the button to punch his face in, and then
Zeus
my
is an
whole screen went
asshole
red, and then it
in
was
these
like
games too.
gallons of blood.
It is like Nicolas Cage fighting animatronics.
Crazy callback.
Um, what's your honest opinions on 2? I feel like no one really like. It's
It's
definitely
really
over.
good.
Do you think it's overshadowed by 3?
So yes, I
Yes and
agree.
no.
Because obviously 3 is a
It's
better game.
a lot of it goes in that 3 is like the penultimate combination of everything you want to see out of the
Original ones.
yeah. Like you're
Now,
finally killing all the fucking gods. You're finally getting all these crazy ass powers. And then you're just let loose into the world.
It's,
one thing I will say though that kind of drags my opinion of 2 down a little bit when I remember this. That game came out in 2009. You know what else came out in 2009? Halo 3. BioShock. I
It was
mean, don't
it
get
was
me
like the
wrong.
golden
God
age
of
of
War.
games.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is that God of War 2 looks amazing for the PS2. But why wasn't it released on the PS3? Like, I feel like that really would have set the game apart and really would have cemented the God of War legacy even more than it is today.
Do you think the new games that came out, 4 and Ragnarok, cemented the God of War's legacy more?
I think it made
Mm,
people kind of obsess or like act like
it
they're like diehard fans.
It's tough because
it
these two games back to back, like looking at them even, like these are two completely different games, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's like it's kind of weird.
it's a really so the revamp God of Wars are like coming back to an old friend who has a new haircut and has different slang words now. That's the best way I can describe it, where you're like, oh, yep, this is the person I've known for a minute, but now they're different.
Yeah.
That's actually how you talk to me when we met up at the fair.
See, my analogy game on fleek.
I think that's
I will
solid,
say though,
dude.
dude,
I wouldn't change anything.
God of War 2's magic system, goated as fuck. I love
Yeah.
that fucking. I love the bow. I love the Sword of Olympus. Chef Kiss gameplay.
I will tell you one thing that I like a lot about the older games than the newer games is the older games there was a reason why you lost all your powers. In the newer games, it just happened. You're like, oh, I guess I don't keep my
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like, oh yeah, Winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoops.
You know,
Next thing we're gonna do
okay.
is the Overwatch character tier list. Now, for you freaks out
Now,
there, this is not what you're thinking. This is the characters in the video game. I'm gonna make that clear. We were talking about the
dude, there's so
characters
many.
in the video game, and I'm pretty sure this is Overwatch 1. Yeah, it is.
Dude, there's so many like.
Yes, but it's like late Overwatch 1. Like this is like
Yeah,
2018.
the big guy Ash here.
Yeah, because they got the gerbil.
And there's no
Dude,
Sigma though.
Damn, no Sigma.
thank God.
Okay.
I
Um,
okay, honestly, there's 2 rats, dude.
now
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, no, it's
how
doubled up.
what are we ranking them on?
Let's just rank them on appearance.
Well, let's rank them on. Oh, no, we should rank them on in the game too.
Yeah, no, let's
I
just do like their how we've our enjoyment playing as them.
What idiot made this? That was like, oh, I forgot to add all of them, and then add them again.
Dude,
Okay.
they wanted the like the
Beef up
profile
their
pic one,
yeah.
and then the 360 render of their face.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Let's just rattle them off.
So it's starting off with, is it Anne or Anna?
Anna.
Okay, Anna. I actually played a lot as her.
I would say like a BRA on
She's cool,
enjoyment to
but
play as.
she is annoying as hell if you're playing as tank against her.
Yeah.
It's not even hindering. It never hinders you, but it's always just annoying every single time. Okay. This is where it's going to get decisive. Ash is an S for me. Probably my favorite character.
I think she's like an A. She's pretty fun to play.
She's my second favorite character in the entire game, but she's not that useful. But you're kind of a liability if you're playing as her and you're not that good. You know?
Let's just use Overwatch 1 metrics for this too, because
Yeah.
these are all Overwatch 1 characters.
Yeah. I think Bob was a little bit OP, to be honest with you. But like, if you're not hitting your
Yeah.
shots, dude, like it's like you're easily the worst player in the game because she's just not that useful. Okay, Bastion. This is Overwatch 1 Bastion, by the way.
S tier, S tier, S tier,
Do you
S
think
tier
so?
all the way. Dude, I love my little robot guy.
He's
S
cool.
tier all the way.
I hated the strat where you just like turn it up on
Before
top
he
of
got
the
nerfed into
payload.
the fucking ground, dude. Before he got nerfed into the fucking ground, S tier.
I actually do that. Like they just shoots balls at people now, like it's a Nerf gun, and that's his power.
I would say like an A.
He's an A tier for sure.
Like if you played against people who knew how to beat him, you couldn't play him. But if you played against like bad people,
Yeah. Brigitte sucks. She's terrible.
well, it's like your enjoyment to play though too. I really like playing as her.
She's just like I rather play as like 5 other people than her, like consistently, especially for healers in this version of Overwatch. I don't know.
I would say she's like a C or B.
I think she's a C. Doomfist, but not a tank. Super fun to play as. Super fun to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
as.
I would say he's like an A to play as.
A to play as, but he's not doing shit. Like you're losing if this is your main
Yeah.
DPS. So just for
Bro,
Unless
that,
your
you're really,
payload.
really good.
B tier.
You are not escorting the payload if you're playing
No.
Doomfist, bro.
Like he can take out a couple of people and like push him back, but that's about it. But then you're like, oh, it's a Doomfist player. You just headshot him from a little bit away. It's like, okay. Have to do it to him.
The titular character.
Have to do it to him. S tier.
What?
Have to.
Crazy take, bro.
Genji, I think he's a little overrated. I think he's like a B.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like
He's
dying to a Genji sucks. It's like infuriating.
But it's like hard though because Genjis aren't that good that often.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like you spend all day fighting them, then you kill them, and it's like, okay, that was just one person. Then you respawn and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Just for that to be. But he's fun to play as. It's just fun to jump around and annoy people.
Yeah, I think that Hanzo's in the same area as him too.
I agree.
once again before they were both like nerfed into the ground. They used to be on that heat.
Hanzo was goated back in the day, dude. He was actually really good.
Junkrat, I think, is up there with Bastion and Ash.
He's fun.
Yeah,
to play. He's fun to
sure.
play as.
For sure.
But once again, like as soon as you like realize
Lucio
Junkrat's over
is also in the same area, I think.
in A tier.
Yeah.
He's just fun to play as, but he's not doing shit. I agree.
You're literally like you're rail grinding on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Cree.
It's Cassidy, actually.
Shut up.
Just for that, dude.
I feel like he's B tier. I feel like he's a solid B tier character.
He is probably the most
Especially
B tier character of all time, actually.
if you get your ult off right with him, ooh. But if you don't, you want to like break your controller.
This is Maddie's favorite character of all time.
No, the thing is, okay, Overwatch 1, she was a lot more fun to play than she is now. Like
She
right now,
sucks in
in
Overwatch
Overwatch 1,
2.
she was like an A. Right now, she's like a C.
She's definitely an A in Overwatch 1.
Mercy's boring to play. Put her at like a D.
Moira takes absolutely no skill to play, but you get kill streaks for days.
Like B. Like I think it's the same level as McCree.
Yeah. Early game character. This is Overwatch 1 Osira, dude. This is with that ball thing that pulled people.
Oh, ooh, Orisa was really fun to play. I think that she's up there with May.
Yeah.
I
Overwatch
have
1
never played
specifically.
that character ever.
Really?
Not once.
I can't believe how much he got changed in Overwatch 2. Actually, it's kind of crazy.
Farah.
That is like the most low A character ever.
Honestly, I think that it's like E with McCree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I mean, with her play style though, you can definitely have a little bit more enjoyment, like flying around and launching shit at
Yeah,
people.
I guess, yeah. Oh, yeah, you know what? It's worse than but better than
Yeah,
everyone
like I
else
said,
there.
the most low A character.
Reaper's super fun. I love playing as Reaper.
That is an S tier for sure.
Reaper is
Yeah.
an
You're not once again. It's
um.
situational where you're actually doing something good,
I,
but when you do, shit's crazy.
I was about to say Reaper is S tier with good teammates,
Yeah.
but as soon as you're by yourself, you're cooked.
Like
Unless
Um.
unless you're like
teammates baiting into a fucking room, and then you just use your ult, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
yeah, or just having like a healer that like can watch your health just a little bit. I don't know.
Reinhardt,
Reinhardt is an.
go to death, go to death.
eh,
Love that guy.
I think a really high A, but not quite an
I think
S.
he's top of it. He's crazy useful for anything, but he is fun to play as in Spurs. But mostly you're just holding the shield up.
Yeah, I mean, also like he has a lot of counters too. Like it's not easy to play as him. Like you have to
At,
be good at Reinhardt to play Reinhardt.
in Overwatch One, he was definitely the
True,
most counterable tank. I feel
but
like.
it is. I feel like he is one of the most rewarding characters to play as
That's
because you
fair.
feel the sense of gravitas as you're the giant motherfucker with the shield and the hammer.
I think that Roadhog's more fun to play than Reinhardt,
I was about to say Roadhog is an S tier for me.
especially
See,
Overwatch One. Those one
Oh,
hits.
that's that's where I feel like playing Roadhog is almost too easy.
okay, Jayson. The feeling you feel when you're playing that map with the giant hole in the center and you pull somebody into the hole perfectly. It's like that's the greatest feeling I've ever felt in my life.
or or you are getting pocketed by a Mercy as Roadhog.
Yeah.
You actually just shred the map. Like it's not even. Soldier, I think, is also an S. I love playing as Soldier, especially if you can aim decently. Like if you can get consistent headshots, like he's just a beam.
For me personally,
Uh,
he's a tad boring to play as.
he's a very safe option. He's like
Yeah, that's a good word. That's a
he's
good way to
like
put it.
the Overwatch character you play when you play shooters and not Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Well, Soldier 76 is my like. Okay, fuck it. My character. You know,
Okay.
where you're just like, I need to win this game right now.
Sombra, just
Okay, listen,
I've never played her in my life.
listen. Hear me out. Sombra sucks in every way
but
possible.
she's so fun to play as.
She's so fun.
It's just
like you will kill like maybe two people, right? But it's like it's just fun to mess with people. That's all you're doing.
yeah, because I know how I feel when I get killed by a Sombra, and I imagine
Exactly.
everybody else feels the exact same way.
Exactly. So
Put
she
her in A. Put her in A.
okay. Well, low A, low A.
Yeah.
Symmetra sucks. She's always sucked.
No, actually, there was a minute there where she was really good.
Yeah,
I,
but it's only 1 minute.
Trobjorn. Here's the thing: is Blizzard has no idea what they want to do with him.
yeah,
There's
he's
like
High
boring.
B. High B. I would say high B.
he's fun to
Worse than
kill.
McCree though.
He's fun to kill people with because he's just like because you're just playing as this guy, you know. And for some reason, he actually does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But Blizzard has like no idea what they want to do with him. They're like, oh yeah, TF2 is an engineer, so we need one. And they put this guy in, and then they're like, oh, problem solved.
Now I
Okay,
think Tracer
I'm really bad as
might.
Tracer, so this is
This,
how
yeah,
I really
the
think that
most
Tracer
C
might be
tier.
like an A.
Uh,
W-
I feel
If
like
you're
you. I
decent
feel
at
like there's a
Tracer,
high. I feel like there's a pretty decent skill gap though, to where like if you're ass with Tracer, it takes you a long time to learn how to be decent at it.
here's the
see,
thing.
Unless
It,
you're praying against like brain dead amoebas.
if I'm playing against a
I
Tracer and they're good and they kill me a few times, I feel like a piece of my soul die.
see my thing is I'm actually like pretty good with Tracer, so that's why I enjoy playing her. Like she's not my main or anything. But if you guys disagree, you guys can drop her low. It's no big
I
deal.
think she's an
I
A
can.
tier just for her play style was fun.
Below Bastion, though. Below Bastion.
Okay.
Because my boy, it's the minigun, bro. That is the main. You gotta love that.
Widowmaker, I mean.
Yeah. Very
Um,
high skill gap. I think lower than Tracer though, because you really are just standing there the whole game.
okay, here's the thing. On PC, I fuck with Widowmaker.
More than Junkrat, though?
No. But she's fun to play as on PC because she's for whatever reason she's just like feels real easy, like the easiest I've ever felt in a
Winston.
game.
It's my boy Winston.
Okay, Winston was really
He's
fun.
actually, yeah.
Okay, so listen, I think
I
you can
love
do it
that
now again.
tornado.
But back in the day when you could have 6 of the same hero and you would queue up everybody as Winston, it was chaos, like actual anarchy.
The Winston army.
Yeah. So he's a B tier. He's the worst tank by far in this version. Okay.
Now this little rat.
This is where we're
This
gonna
little rat.
this is where we're gonna get decisive because I love the rat
He's
with
not fun
all
to play.
yeah, I love the rat with all of my being.
Especially in
Yeah.
Overwatch 1, like what, you just sit around and twirl around in a circle for 10 minutes?
you would roll up, unleash hell, turn on your shield and roll away. Just rinse and repeat.
Bro, he's literally a fucking Bakugan. I don't want to hear it.
Like, I didn't find it fun. I really thought that he was like on the same level as Bridget.
Yeah.
Zarya. She's alright. I don't really have fun with her, but she's cool.
Zenyatta for me is an S. I love playing Zenyatta.
That's your
It's such a high
dude,
skill gap, but
my boy. He is the GOAT. When you have one on your team that is like going fucking ham, he's the GOAT.
I have both of his sprays actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have the one spray that you get for killing 4 people in 6 seconds while they're orbed. That's like one of my prized possessions.
Gotta get my boy orbed up.
Okay.
I'm about to orb.
And then last thing, it's my show. I can do what I want. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I was your host, Amingo, with my co-host, Matty, and our good friend, Jayson for Smelly.
Oh.
We appreciate you coming on this week, and we appreciate you spending your time to answer our questions and getting to know us a little better and our audience. So we really appreciate having you on.
Well, I've had a great time. I loved being here. I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity.
We appreciate you for coming on, as always.
You ever need me, I'll be here, like Batman in the shadows.
Right. And all you sharks out there, you have a good night.